Welcome, students and families. Thank you so much. It's truly an honor to have you at our school today. I wish we could come together more often. Truly one of my favorite days of the year, and I've brought my Kleenex for sure. Guys, again, I'm certainly grateful and humbled to serve as your founder and executive director. And our mission, our vision, and our values here at the school will shape and change each of our lives as we adhere to those principles and live them here at school and at home. Again, we love you so much, and an enormous effort and sacrifice has come forth from your teachers throughout the year, and certainly your parents, to get us all here to this day, our kindergarten graduation. Now at Signature Preparatory, we teach our students that when public speaking, we should certainly address all members of the audience. And so we're lucky here today to have both students and parents. And so I'd like to begin today by addressing the parents. Recently, I found an article in Cosmopolitan magazine. And I know what you're thinking, why is Gabe reading Cosmopolitan magazine? But I wasn't reading it, I simply found the article, and I'd like to read it to you. And afterwards, I'm just gonna switch a few words, and you could see how this is applicable to all of us as parents of children who attend Signature Preparatory. Here is the article. I say miraculous, but it isn't really. The rules of being healthy are so simple, they're kind of embarrassing to even list. You know, things like eating well, going to bed early, or exercising more. The exercise is a particular powerful addition. There is proven evidence that regular exercise strengthens the functions of our immune system, and people who exercise do get sick less. The problem with these rules is that they can also sound too boring to someone who isn't quite ready to get in shape. Now, allow me to switch just 3 little words. I say miraculous, but it isn't really. The rules of helping your child academically are so simple, they're kind of embarrassing to even list. You know, things like bringing them to school on time each day, speaking positively around the house, and reading with them for 30 minutes each night. The reading with them for 30 minutes each night is a particular powerful addition. There is proven evidence that regular reading with your child strengthens their literacy. And students who increase their literacy do get academically sick less. The problem with these rules is that they can also sound too boring to a parent who isn't quite ready to be the difference. Parents, our role is humongous. We do not understand how big our role is as parents in helping our students grow academically and socially. Together, with the parents and the schools, we can certainly collapse the time frames on our students' learning, but it takes teamwork. We need your help. We know many of you are giving it all. You've thrown everything you can into these children, and we can certainly see that in the classroom and their social and academic growth, and we can see it in your eyes when we look at you. Thank you, parents, for giving your all to your own children by just adhering to these 3 simple principles. Now, these next 2 stories are geared towards our incredible kindergarten students. And these stories, kids, talk about who we are if we catch the vision of truly who we are. Now, when we decided on the mascot for this school, we decided that it was going to be an eagle, and that was not by chance. See, eagles are an incredible bird. Did you know that an eagle's wingspan is 8 feet long? That's taller than Dr. RB. That's huge, okay? And these birds are incredible. They don't act like other birds. See, when these eagles, they live on a very high cliff, and they build a nest far, far away from everybody. But when they build their nest, they'll go out and they'll gather sharp sticks, and they'll start to put it together. Their nest is like 6 feet wide, which is about as tall as I am. But when they build them, they point these sticks upwards. And then they go out and they grab soft grass and feathers and down, if you will, and they pad this nest so it's very comfortable when the baby eaglets are born. So when these baby eaglets are born, they're not in a nice huge nest and it's warm and comfortable and life is good. Mama eagle goes out and grabs their food and brings it back to them each day, and they're just spoiled to death and they think this is wonderful. But one day, Mama eagle starts to do a very interesting thing. Mama eagle starts to pluck from the nest the soft grass and feathers and down, and all of a sudden home is not so comfortable anymore. And these baby eagles start to quack and complain a little bit. And then one day, Mama eagle literally says something out loud. And if we could understand eagle talk, it would say something like, "Get off the briars onto my wings." And these baby eagles climb up onto Mama's wings. And there they are again in that nice, comfortable feathers and back with Mom. Well, just as they do that, Mama eagle dives out of the nest. And these eagles are terrified. They don't know how to fly yet. And so they grab onto Mom for dear life. And Mama eagle starts to circle up and up and up. And when she gets to a very high place, she turns over and shakes those baby eagles off. Well, these baby eagles come tumbling out of the sky, head over wing, terrified. They don't know how to fly. And then something happens. Naturalists refer to it as a miracle of nature. Mama eagle swoops down and grabs each of those babies before they hit the ground. Now, if you've seen Superman, you know that that's possible, right? That can happen. And then Mama eagle starts to circle back upwards again and shakes those baby eagles off. And she does this time and time and time again until one of those trips out of the sky. The baby eagles say to themselves, "Hey, look, Mom has two of those big, beautiful wings. I have two of those wings. Why don't I use them and try to fly?" And one of those trips, those baby eagles open up their wings and they learn they can fly, and they fly away. It's truly a miraculous thing to understand. Now, you're in kindergarten, and many of you have made this decision already. I have two of those. Why don't I fly? Well, we certainly encourage you to do that, and I know your parents do too. You may see older students right now at the school reading harder books or doing things you never thought would be possible. And I promise you, you will accomplish that one day when we decide to spread our wings and fly. Now, my second story is also about eagles. One day there was a naturalist walking by a farm, and he saw an eagle in the chicken coop. And he said, "Farmer, you know you got an eagle in the chicken coop?" And the farmer said, "No, I don't. Those are just chickens." He said, "No, that's an eagle, and I'll prove it to you." And he grabbed the eagle and he put it on a fence post and he said, "You are an eagle. Fly." And the eagle looked around, looked back at his friends in the chicken coop. He thought, "Well, no one else is flying. I'll just go back and scratch with the chickens." He jumped off the fence post and went back and scratched with the chickens. And the farmer said, "See, that's a chicken." And the naturalist said, "No, that's an eagle. Tomorrow I'll prove it to you." And the next day he came back and he took that eagle a little bit further away. And he put that eagle on top of a barn. And he said to this eagle, "You are an eagle. Fly." Well, the eagle looked around and thought, if I start flying, I'm going to embarrass my chicken friends, and that's not fair. They don't know how to fly, and this is kind of uncomfortable. And he jumped off the barn and went back and went and scratched with the chickens. The farmer said, "See, that's a chicken." The naturalist said, "No, that's an eagle, and I'll prove it to you." And the last day he came back and he took that eagle far, far away. He took that eagle on a far, far cliff, far away from the chickens, where they couldn't see each other. And he said to this eagle, "You are an eagle. Fly." And that eagle spread his wings and flew across that countryside and never went back and scratched with the chickens again. Guys, the moral of this story is that each of you were born eagles. We are all eagles. And yet sometimes we have to make the decision. Do we want to play with the chickens today, or do we want to fly with the eagles? Eagles soar places chickens cannot even see. Eagles do not do what everyone else does just because everyone else is doing it. Eagles are wise. They soar above the clouds and they observe from on high. Eagles are leaders. You are all eagles. Fly. Now, I cannot express through words how grateful for each of you we are. And my goal, or our goal rather, is for each of us in this room, whether we're a staff member, a parent, or a student here at Signature Preparatory, to take on this one challenge. And you can see I'm getting a little emotional about it because I know it's true. And I know that as a community, if we take on this challenge, this school is stopless. Let's all take on the challenge to improve 1% each day. Just 1%. Take a look at your life and say, how can I increase that 1% today? And the next day, do the same. And after a year, you will have increased 365% as a human. You will be 3.5 times better if we just focus on that 1% each day. Kindergarten students, we love you. We are so proud of you. And we wait for this day to see you in cap and gowns. Thank you for trying your best this year and for making it to your graduation. Now, without further ado, there are 2 teachers that I'd like to bring to the stage. And these 2 individuals have given their heart and soul all year for your students. I know that they love them so much. I hear the laughter and the singing and the cheering from their classroom all the way from my office. These are 2 of my favorite teachers on campus because of their brightness and their hearts and the amount of service that they give to their students. Please give a big round of applause and welcome to the stage Miss Dansell and Miss Wilbert.